Module 1, Lesson 26, Histogram and Blinkies.
In this lesson I'll teach you about two tools that digital cameras have that can help you understand your exposure better. These are called the histogram and the highlight indicator, which is sometimes called the blinkies.
You may have seen this graph-like display on your camera and possibly in the photography software you use on your computer. This is a histogram. It is a graphic representation of the tone values in your image. Towards the left side, the dark tones are represented, in the middle are the midtones, and the lightest tones are towards the right side. Simply put, if the graph is bunched up to the left and reaches the top, you have lost detail in the darkest parts of your image. If it's bunched up to the right, you've lost detail in the brightest parts of your image. This is purely technical information which will help you see when details are being affected. Depending on the photo, it may not matter to you that some parts of your composition are pure white or pure black. The histogram does not show you which parts of your image are represented at any particular place on the graph. It's an indication of the overall tone values. The highlights indicator can be turned on or off in your camera's menu. You'll have to search through it to find it. This tool indicates the areas of your photo that are overexposed by flashing them on and off when you view the image on your monitor. This is why it's referred to as the blinkies. Many cameras allow you to set the level for when the highlights will start to blink. Module 1, Photography Course Challenge number 26.
The aim of this challenge is to learn how the histogram and blinkies give you more information about your exposures.
Find a subject or scene to photograph that has some strong contrast. Outdoors on a sunny day will work well for this challenge. Make some photos without using exposure compensation. Then set your exposure compensation to +2 and take some more. Turn on your blinkies and have a look. What are the highlights telling you? Are more areas of your composition flashing in the photos you made with the +2 adjustment?
So here I've got my subject set up in the sun and the exposure is actually very even. When I'm using exposure compensation at +1 or +2, I'm seeing the highlights blinking at me.
Next, adjust your exposure compensation to -2 and take some more photos of the same thing. Have a look at the histogram and compare each set of photos. Don't forget to take notes about the changes you're making to your settings and what you're observing.
So from this angle where some of my subject's in the shade and it's really bright behind them, when I expose for the subject, for the dark cups and the dark jug, then the sky is really overexposed and you can see this clearly on the histogram and on the highlights indicator.
You should be able to see significant difference in the shape of the histogram. In the +2 photos, it will appear bunched more to the right. In the -2 photos, it will be bunched more to the left. Key points from this lesson are: the histogram is a graph-like display. It is a graphic representation of the tone values in your image. The highlights indicator shows parts of the image that are overexposed.